y'all. Welcome back to the My Virgo Friend podcast. I am your host, CheChe. I hope your day is going well. Let's jump right into our deep breathing to recalibrate our energy, get some breath in our body, and just ground ourselves, okay? So I want you to take a deep inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and let's go for 4 deep breaths, okay? So we inhale. And take a sip of your beverage. I'm drinking water, of course, from my favorite tumbler that my friend Phoenix gifted to me. Oh, love it. Yeah, I think I should use the coaster for my drink since I'm going to be clicking that down back and forth instead of my little sage dish. So yes, how is your day going? How are you feeling? How is your Cancer season going so far? Shout out to my Cancer baby. Shout out to all the Cancer celebrating their birthday, specifically and most importantly, my girl Neri. Happy birthday, my love. I love you. Cheers to you. All the success and love and blessings to you. As well as my homeboy Ship, Jeremy Ship of Battleship. Okay, a personal trainer out of Orlando. My love to you, Ship. Happy birthday, Cancer King. I'm going to have Ship on my show at some point. We have been missing each other, but I'm definitely going to get him on this show so y'all can feel his Cancer energy, okay? But happy birthday, my friends, as well as the other Cancers. We're officially in July. Hopefully, you enjoyed the holiday weekend. It was Juneteenth part 2 for the Blacks, okay? But hopefully, everyone had a safe holiday weekend. But shout out to all the July Cancers. Happy birthday to you. Shout out to the water signs, the Pisces, and the Scorpios. Cheers, cheers. Take a sip. Shout out to the fire signs, the Sagittariuses, Aries, and Leos. Cheers. Shout out to the air signs, Gemini, Aquariuses, and Libra. And last but not least, the Earth Gang, the Capricorns, Virgos, and Tauruses. Cheers, you guys. Okay, so we are in Cancer season. Okay, y'all know how I do my shows. I just get on here, we just start talking, okay? The first half of the show is the signs and the stars. So this is when I give the energy forecast. I talk about the current zodiac season that we're in. I talk about the element of that zodiac season and just speak intuitively on how you can use the energy to your benefit. The second half of the show is the feels and the vibes, okay? And that's where I just speak intuitively about the energy and just any messages that come up. So that's the intuitive part. I also I've started doing a moonology oracle reading at the end or about halfway through these podcast episodes too. Not every episode, but mainly when it is a moon week. So like this is a new moon week, new moon in Cancer. I am a moon in Cancer. Okay, my moon sign is in Cancer. Y'all know I'm a Virgo, but my moon sign is in Cancer. So your moon sign is based on your emotions. One would say it's maybe your shadow self, like the side of you that you don't show the world, okay? The side of you that you're still trying to figure out. But it's how you process your emotions, okay? It's the side of you that people don't really see because we get your personality from your sun sign. We get that first impression energy from you with your rising sign. But the moon sign is about the side that people may not see of you, okay? So my moon sign is in Cancer. We know that Cancer is a water sign like Pisces, like Scorpio. And we know that water signs are typically intuitive, sensitive, very nurturing. Okay, there tends to be a flow when it comes to the water signs. Okay, there tends to be a great sense of love because that water energy is like that loving energy. Okay, so the water signs, they may just have more of that loving, nurturing energy and vibe about them. So with this Cancer season, you may find that you're a little more in your feelings than usual. And if that's you, don't freak out, don't worry. Remember, it's all about the energies that we're going through, okay? Just like when we're in earth signs, you may find that people are a little more grounded, more focused, more inspired to build businesses, to build their family, to build their dream home, okay? There's just a little more emphasis on structure and stability in the earth months. Think about, in May when it was just now, getting spring and people are going outside, and, Capricorn season around Christmas time, New Year, people are thinking about the new year and how they're going to charge ahead and, make these improvements in their life. For fire signs in my fire season, you may just have a little more inspiration to action. You may be a little more bold, a little more fearless. Okay, you may find that there is a theme of boundaries, because like I'm realizing what I learned from each of my types of friends, right? Like I know for my fire signs, they're going to teach me about boundaries, whether my lack of boundaries or showing me how I can show up for myself by enforcing boundaries. Okay, so from my earth signs, I may find, oh wow, they have, they budget in this type of way, or this is how they continue to accumulate success. And oh wow, look at their work ethic. You may find that from your earth friends, that's what they teach you. From your air sign friends, that's where I learned how to not communicate better, because I feel like I naturally have that gift, but in regards to just saying things that may be hurtful to some, but it's the truth, and just getting out of that people pleasing energy, just showing up for myself and just speaking what I feel, And yeah, I think I just went through all the elements. And then, of course, your water friends that may just show you how to be more tapped into your emotions. And your air sign friends may show you how to easily detach, right? You may have air friends where it's easy for them to get over things, whereas to you, it just takes you a little longer for you to sit in emotions. It may take you a little longer to process. Like for me, I'm slow to process, okay? Because I am an earth sign, which earth signs, we do have this stereotype of moving slow. But with the water signs, watery emotions, are you crashing waves or you're a puddle? Just sitting there, just stagnant water. You swamp water. I talked about the last episode. What type of water are you? What body of water are you, right? Are you flowing or are you stagnant? So just consider that for you as well, in regards to your water, because we are majority of water. Our human bodies are majority of water. So how are you manipulating your waters, okay? How are you moving about? How are you going through this life, okay? Hopefully you're not just wandering around aimlessly. Hopefully you're flowing with some direction, you're flowing with some inspiration, okay? Make sure you're taking care of you. Make sure you're hydrating yourself. Get to a body of water if you can, especially this week, between, this week and the next full moon in July. While we're in Cancer season, definitely make some time to go to a body of water, a natural body of water if you can. If you have access to the ocean, go to the ocean. If you have access to the beach, to a pool, to whatever, a river, a stream, a spring, a way that we can show God and the universe that we appreciate our life, and a way that we can be more in our body and not so much in our head, is by literally experiencing the world around us. Stop looking at that sign to that amusement park saying, oh, someday I'm gonna go, someday I'm gonna go. No, like make those plans, buy those tickets, flow. Don't be so reserved with your waters, okay? Have a little more faith in the flow, okay? Not sure where I was going with that message, but there it is, all right? So yeah, so I am a Cancer moon. So for me, I should be expecting me to be a little more in my feels with this week. So far, I'm doing pretty good. And what I'm learning about me, I think I feel my energy the week before stuff happened, because I'm usually that, yeah, like anytime I've kept up with my mood changes, and like I'm looking, at my different horoscope or my different tarot scope. That's usually what I look at, my tarot scope, not my horoscope, but looking at my tarot scope and looking at different readers and different oracle readers, and looking on Instagram for the Virgo reading and the Cancer and Pisces reading and the Leo, because I'm a Vedic Leo sun. And just looking at all these different readings and taking what resonates, leaving what doesn't. I usually feel myself like a week before. So far I'm doing pretty good with my feels right now. But I am going to make sure I extend myself that grace to just be on the lookout in case my energy starts to shift and things. Okay. I'm rocking my black Pam Soto shop crop hoodie. Okay. Shout out to Pam, my Aquarius queen. And I believe she's Virgo moon, Virgo rising. So shout out to Pam Soto shop. All right. I'm still rocking my black because, yes, I feel like Cancer moon energy is very emo. So, and like I was listening to like all my emo music last week, like I was listening to all the tunes I liked in high school. I didn't realize how emo was, so I was an adult. But yeah, so I was listening to like all my childhood tunes that used to pull me out, like my Linkin Park, my Sum 41, my Chemical Romance, Death Cab for Cutie, my number one, okay? All those different artists that just brought me back to that energy, just like can feel and purge my feelings, okay? So have you had that moment where you've gone back to different songs? Because again, that's that flow energy, right? Music, it's flowing. And sometimes when you're in your feelings, music can really be healing. It can really be therapy. Like oh my God, I love those videos. Have you ever seen those videos of residents in a nursing home where they may have Alzheimer's or dementia or some type of memory loss condition? And then they go in, like therapists or healthcare, whoever, therapists, I would just say therapists, go in and they play music, maybe from that resident's youthful years, a time where they were happy, or maybe a song that's going to spark a memory, maybe like their wedding song, or, just something to bring them back. And then to see the resident go from this blank stare, body is tight, body is like in fetal position, they're curled up, they're non-responsive, to see them transform to where their eyes open, their eyes light up, and they begin to smile, and their body movement, their body posture opens up, right? And they begin to, smile and bob their head, and then their shoulders start moving, and then their core and their abdomen starts gyrating, and then they start tapping their little feet, and then they may even get up and start, it's just so beautiful to see someone heal, to see someone wake up and come alive, right? It's so beautiful to see that transformation of being in a cocoon to being that butterfly, you know? So let that be a message to you as well. Do you feel yourself cocooning? Do you feel yourself staying in bed just a little longer than usual? Do you feel yourself, going back to depressive thoughts a little more common, or maybe you're sitting in that space a little longer than you should and you know it, but you can't help it, you can't pull yourself out? Are you What are you doing? What are you doing literally? Like, because that's how time gets away from us. That's how we wake up one day and realize, oh shit, a whole year has passed and I'm in the same spot. We have to keep a check on ourselves, you guys. And that's why journaling is so important. Putting pen to paper is magical. It's literally magical, okay? To write, to have that flow of energy from your mind flow through your body, through your hands, and to see it on paper, okay, to see your handwriting in this space and time, okay, that's a historical document, okay, that's documentation, okay, for this time right now. And imagine, especially if you have a desire to write a book someday. Like, I just finally got me a planner the other day, y'all, because I've been saying since the beginning, like, I know, for example, with me going back to my childhood energy, okay, I know that in school, in high school, in college, I love school supplies. Okay, that's my Virgo Mars. I love back to school season. I love seeing the aisles of the different notebooks and the journals and planners and pens and highlighters. Like, I love that. Like, the Lisa Frank memorabilia growing up. Girl, what? The 5-star Mead 5-star products? What? Like, I love it, right? And so, a goal of mine is to create my own, okay? Because I love them. And yes, I would love to have my own. So, I'm putting that out in the universe now. And that's been my goal this year. But the fact is, it's July, it's halfway through the year. Did I make my own? No. That's the real. That's the shadow work, right? Just checking yourself to say, you know what? Is it working? Have you done absolutely everything in your power to execute? Let's be real. Let's look at our dark side. Have you been a little lazy? Have you procrastinated longer than you should have? Are you getting things done? Ask yourself that question right now. Are you getting things done? If you have, yes. Let's cheers to you. Let's sip and cheers to that. And let's affirm that you continue that energy moving forward. However, for the other half of us that can honestly say, look at ourselves in the eyes and say, you know what? I could have went harder. I could have embraced more of a hustler's mentality. Yes, I've been doing a lot of recharge. I've been doing a lot of inner work, a lot of healing. But it's go time now. I need to process these emotions and get my energy right, because in Leo season, I need to attack. I need to be in big male, big alpha female energy, okay? I need to be a little more fearless. I need to be more comfortable with my power, stepping into it and executing it when it's time. So for me, I had to realize, like, you know what helps me, what I know from growing up, what I know from going through high school and being a great student, going through college and being a great student. Writing things down helps me, okay? It just does. As I got older, young adult years, late 20s, early 30s, realized, you know what? I got away from writing down. I got away from the essence of what I did naturally, okay? I love writing things down. I love practicing my handwriting. I love seeing my words. I love going back to old journals, old notebooks, old pieces of paper from my clipboard. I love just reading my thoughts from a year ago, from 5 years ago, and be like, damn, I'm still talking like that, or like, wow, I picked up on this information way earlier than I realized. Like, oh wow, I've been on this journey for this many years, or like, wow, I still hadn't executed on that goal. Let me go revisit that, right? Because maybe you had that energy with Mercury retrograde, right? Um, where you went back to the drawing board, you went back to the old ideas, you went back to the old inspiration to say, okay, what am I doing? What am I not doing? What do I need to be doing? Right. And maybe you made some decisions to revisit some ideas, to revisit some goals, and maybe you intend on doing that moving forward. Okay. Um, yeah, I'm just still trying to get the logo, but my hair is so big. Serving Marge Simpson today if you're watching on YouTube. But what was I about to say? But yeah, maybe during Mercury retrograde, you had that reminder of things you still hadn't pulled the trigger on, and it's still in your mind. You still want to do it, you know? Um, Maybe you saw that inspiration from those old notebooks, or from looking at old pictures of you, right? Looking at pictures of you from a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, okay? Looking at the pictures, say, okay, what was I doing? What type of style did I have? Do I still have that same type of style? Do I still have, um, what has changed? Has things changed? What has changed? Has things changed? Why haven't they changed? Why did they change? Have I changed? Say, just being in the flow, because the only constant is change, right? The one thing that we know for sure is that we will grow old and expire at some point, okay? We may not know when that time is specifically, but We know that for sure. We know that we have borrowed time on this earth in this dimension, in this time period, right? Yes, I believe in reincarnation. Yes, I believe in past lives, okay? That's not the point. The point is that we're here right now. What are you going to do about it? Okay? So for me, what I want to do about it is make progress. What I want to do is move forward. What I want to do is get bigger, get better, okay? Become more refined, master my craft, be the best at what I do. In order for me to be the best at what I do, I need to understand what I'm doing, okay? And part of me understanding what I'm doing is having a journal, a planner, a dedicated notebook that I can write my thoughts down, okay? This book, okay, it may start off as a planner, it may turn into a journal, it may evolve into a book of shadows, who knows? But my intention is to get back to journaling because I was looking at this meme on Instagram, like about the different um the psychic abilities, the different types of clair abilities, and I believe I am claircognizant. I just know things, okay? Sometimes I can have the clair I think it's like clair olfactory or something, but where you smell things. There are times where I could smell people that have already passed. Like I smell my grandma here and there. Every now and then I'll smell my papa. And there are also times where I smell people who are alive where they're not around me. I haven't had access to them at all or whatever. And here we go. Nose itching. But I will smell them. I'll just smell them. Their scent will come to me. So I know I at least have those two clear magics or whatever or abilities. But um they said a way for you to strengthen the claircognizance is to journal and to meditate. And I naturally already do those things. Like I have so many pieces of paper around here. Like I have so many legal pads where I just wrote things down. And it's because my body was telling me, girl, we need a dedicated space for our thoughts to go. Because I don't want to keep picking up these random legal pads and pieces of notebook paper trying to make sense of the message like I'm on the Five Heartbeats. Shout out to any Five Heartbeats fans out there. Remember when he was writing the song and the lyrics was on different scraps of paper and him and his sister was like going through the room, going through the trash, trying to piece together the lyrics and stuff? I don't need to be doing all that, okay? I need to, and plus there are times where I've put notes in electronically, in my phone, or I'll connect, the notes is on my Mac computer and it's connected to my Apple iPhone. I'll add notes here and there in both different places, and I have all these notes in different places. Like I have sticky notes, different places. Like no. Like if I'm constantly spreading my energies, if I'm constantly spreading what I need to do, I'm always going to feel like I'm being pulled in different directions, right? Excuse me. Excuse me. Um, but now that I have a dedicated space for me to put all my thoughts, now I could just have a little more consistency, right? And I know, like how I've told y'all for at least over a year now, I've been preaching this message of do it or not, right? We only have two options. We tend to overcomplicate things. We tend to make things a little more challenging than it has to be, and it really doesn't. You only have two options. Do what you've been doing. Is that working? Is that what you want to do? Is it producing the results you want? If it is, awesome. Cheers to that. However, if you know what you're doing isn't working, if you know that what you're receiving is just not it, if you know that you're no longer buying what this person is selling you, you're no longer getting in your feelings about, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you just know that, like, the energy I'm feeling right now is not the energy I want to continue feeling, then let's do something about it, okay? Do the other thing. Do this, option A, or do option B, okay? For example, if you wanted to start your own podcast and you've been thinking about this for a year, maybe I've inspired you to want to do your own podcast. That's what's up, okay? Share your message. Understand why you're doing it. Why do you want to start a podcast, okay? What is going to be your motivation week after week to record? What is going to be your motivation to get in front of a camera if you want to include the visual component like I've done? What is going to be your topic? What are going to be your speaking points, okay? Do you listen to podcasts now? Like I've seen somewhere where it says don't sell something you wouldn't buy yourself, okay? And if you know you're not already listening to podcasts, what makes you think you're going to have the energy to record and then listen to yourself to edit and then publish? And then, maybe listen to again just to take some notes on how you can improve moving forward. Like you have to be ready for all of that. Like there's a lot that goes into podcasting, and I will be so glad when it pays off monetarily. Okay. I will be so glad because I don't have any ads or anything right now. So if you know how I can do this monetizing thing, help me. Okay. Um, but yes, when it comes to doing what you want to do, why? Okay, what's going to be your motivation? What's going to keep your fire going, okay? Because I love podcasting. I believe in my podcast. I love what my podcast stands for, and I know it's going to pop eventually. But there are weeks where I don't feel like being in front of a camera. There are weeks where I'm like, "Oh shit, what am I going to talk about?" And then every time I get on the mic, it comes, okay? Because this is what I'm supposed to be doing, right? I'm stepping into my power. I'm stepping into my gift when it comes to speaking. I love public speaking. For some people, it's a fear that they still can't get over. For some people, they want to be a motivational speaker, but they just don't have it. I have it. I know that. Yes, I'm tooting my own horn. Yes, it's my Vedic Leo sun shining through, okay? Um, but I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So even though there may be weeks where my energy may just not be there, I have to show up because every time I do, I feel better. Okay, there are times where I have to teach dance class and I may not know exactly what song I want to do, or I may not know exactly what moves I want to incorporate, or I may have a creative block where I feel like I'm, repeating some of the moves I don't want to repeat. And I get frustrated and stuff. But every time I push through and I teach the class, I tap into a deeper sense of myself. I tap into that creative center, that creative energy reserve, when I just show up. So sometimes you just need to show up. Sometimes you just need to get there, okay? But in order for you to get there, you kind of need to have a plan. You kind of need to have some goals, an idea of what you want to do and why. Like whenever, like I've already started using this new planner, okay, where it has the calendar and it has the weeks and all that stuff, so I can start writing my schedule down because I do kind of play my days by ear. And no, I think I need to be a little more structured. So, um, for us, growing up, adulting, we're just figuring out what works for us. Maybe it was that type of regimen that you grew up with. Maybe it's not being so regimented. Maybe it's just being a little more flow for you. Okay, but just make sure you're flowing. Make sure you're just moving through. Okay, try not to be stagnant. Try not to get stuck in your thoughts. Try not to get stuck on the past. Okay, try not to get stuck on what didn't work. All right. It's a new time. It's a time for new beginnings. We are in a new moon, about to start clearing the energy for the cards. But we are in a new moon week. Bottom of the deck already. Be bold and make the first move. Cardinal moon. And this new moon in Cancer is a cardinal moon, okay? In astrology, there are 3 different types of signs: fixed signs, mutable signs, and cardinal signs. And the cardinal signs are Capricorn, Libra, Cancer, and Aries. Okay. So, since Cancer is a cardinal sign, that means the Cancer moon is a cardinal moon. So it's cool that that card popped out on us. And it actually came out in the last reading. Oh, snap, you guys. Are y'all keeping up with the cards and how they kind of like one card carries over to the next reading and such? Have y'all been keeping up with that? I've started listing the cards, the pop out cards in the notes for this show. So if someone is keeping up with that, okay, awesome. But yeah, you can check that in the notes section to see what cards have popped out in the past and see what's following us. Oh snaps! Oh snaps! So okay, just cleared my energy. I cleared my energy before I started my podcast episode, like I always do. But yeah, you guys. So I said all that to say this. Okay, um, not writing things down does not work for me, and so if you know that you've kind of just made peace with something that just does not work for you, stop doing that and do the other thing, okay? Because we're halfway through the year. No sense in wasting time. Shout out to Drake and Brent Fayad's new song, Wasting Time. Did y'all hear about it? I had it on repeat yesterday, okay? And I took a soak last night, you guys. I took my new moon soak. Okay. I had a really good soak last night. I was drinking my Firebrand Cabaret Sauvignon. Okay. Shout out to anybody that also drinks Firebrand Cabaret Sauvignon. My phone going off. What's going on? I hate because I have okay. What's I about to say? But yes, so I took a soak last night, got my Cabaret Sauvignon, had a little guilty pleasure last night, you guys, okay? That's another thing with Cancer season, the overindulgence, okay? Because you just want to feel better, you just want to have a you want to have a hug, so that may translate into you wearing more blankets than usual or wearing more jackets, more hoodies. Like how I'm wearing this crop top hoodie. It's definitely July. It's definitely summer. But why am I wearing a crop top hoodie? Because I want sleeves. I just want to feel held. I ain't got nobody hugging me. So I just want to feel held. All right. But that could also translate to you overeating to where you just now have this big food baby. Because remember, Cancer is also the sign of the mom. So with that whole nurturing mom energy, you may just be eating yourself to just feel better, to nurture yourself, right? Nourish yourself through this binge eating. And now you got this food baby that you keep caressing because you're feeling this mom energy, all right? Does anyone else do that too? Gosh, I'm so annoying when I do that. Like the whole food baby thing. And I'm like looking at myself like what I would look like pregnant. I do that. Okay, honest moment. But yeah, so I done cleared the deck, you guys, the Moonology deck. Let's take a few breaths before this reading. Here you go, nose itching. All right. We got to remember to breathe throughout the day, you guys. We got to remember to breathe. So I'm just going to keep speaking and I'll shuffle as we go. Man, those breaths get me kind of like lightheaded. But but yeah, so if you know that you hadn't been accomplishing the goals in the time that you was hoping for, okay, consider what habits that you've had that just hasn't been working for you, okay? This could be a time for you to develop new habits for yourself, a a way for you to get clear on what habits isn't working is by tracking your day, literally, like if you know you smoke, okay, if you know you blaze, how often are you blazing? What times of day are you blazing? Okay, are you smoking? Okay, it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. I feel like this came out in the last reading, okay? Bottom of the deck, be bold to make the first move. The cardinal moon is again showing out. Bottom of the deck, new moon in Libra, a new romantic cycle begins. Again, two cards that came out in the last reading. We're going to keep shuffling for pop outs. Because these are like, I think it's like 56 cards, maybe. It's a lot. It's a lot of cards. But yeah. So yeah, if you have poor habits that may be interfering with, here we go, pop outs. A win-win outcome is forecast. Another card that came out in the last reading. All right, bottom of the deck, take time to breathe out. The disseminating moon. Here we go. Whew. All right, one more card, one more pop out card, you guys. So, yeah, if you have any poor habits that you feel like just isn't contributing, okay, emotions are running high. I actually pulled this card the other day from I do a daily card pull now. I heard that's another way for you to study cards. So I just been doing a daily card pull. Emotions are running high. Supermoon. Oh shoot, you guys. So we have 3 full moons here. Bottom of the deck. Full moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution. Again, I feel like this card came out recently. So yeah, all full moon energy, all full moon cards. Okay. Bottom of the deck, a personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. The full moon in Cancer occurs in Capricorn season. So that's going to be around Christmas time to about Martin Luther King Day. But that's the bottom of the deck. The 3 cards that have come. Okay. If you've been keeping up with the readings, these cards are going to look familiar. Okay. First card, it's time to release negativity. Full moon is Scorpio, okay? The full moon is Scorpio occurs, okay? I've been watching Snowfall lately. I watched season 4. Shout out to my Snowfall fans. And shout out to, his name is escaping me right now, but the lead star of Snowfall, my God. Damson, I feel like his name. I believe he's British. He is so sexy. He's very sexy to me. But anyway, so the full moon of Scorpio occurs in Taurus season. It's time to release negativity, okay? The second card, full moon in Libra. This occurs in Aries season. So you see the back-to-back months. A win-win outcome is forecast, okay? And then supermoon, emotions are running high. Okay, this doesn't have a astrology assignment, but supermoons, they occur throughout the year for various full moons. Okay, so the first card is full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. So again, this occurs in Taurus season. Remember, as we move from the full moon to a new moon, that is the energy where we're expected to let things go. Because remember, we don't necessarily want to manifest in a full moon, we want to manifest in a new moon. The full moons are about release, the endings, closures, okay? So, when it comes to full moon energy that we had last weekend, not this past weekend, but the weekend before, that was full moon energy, okay? For the past 2 weeks, moving from, okay, I'm letting this go, I'm letting this go, I'm letting this go because I want to bring this new energy in. For example, 2 days ago, I went into my closet and I finally decluttered it, rearranged it, maybe did a different order of how I was hanging things up. For a couple of weeks, couple of months, I was like, washing my clothes and then just like taking all my pants, not hanging them up, not folding them, but just all long style and putting them on this side of the closet. And then my hoodies, I would hang up my hoodies. And then like all my little shorts, just line them all up and just put them on this shelf. I wasn't folding them, I wasn't hanging them. I was just getting them clean, but just putting them in the space, but just not keeping it orderly. So the other day I went and made it orderly, okay? I released the energy of, oh my gosh, my closet is so messy, right? Because if I know I have an anxiety, right? If I know I have a tendency to stay in my thoughts, to percolate my thoughts, okay? Every time I go into my closet, I'm seeing a messy closet. So I'm telling myself, I need to clean up this mess. I'm saying to myself, when did it get this messy? I'm saying to myself, wow, I'm so unstructured. What am I doing? Because I'm not folding my clothes. I'm not hanging them up, okay? I'm not taking the time to plan my outfits because every time I come in here, I'm throwing shit around because there's no order, right? Scorpio energy is very orderly. The full moon of Scorpio, which is in Taurus season, again, another fixed sign. Those two are fixed signs. They are investigators. They are planners. They are researchers, okay? They take time for the goal to happen, right? They prepare. One thing about the fixed signs, they're great preparers, okay? Because they are planning, they are creating a schedule to stick to it. They are creating a plan, a workout guide to stick to it, okay? It's easy for them to stick to the plan, to create the plan, all right? So I was allowing myself to release this mindset, this stronghold that I'm messy. No, I'm not. I just had a few weeks where I didn't prioritize folding. Okay. I didn't prioritize hanging it up. Okay. But it was still getting clean. It was still being put in its place, but I could have did better. Okay. So the negative mindset, the negativity that I was doing to myself, that I was giving myself, inducing on me. Okay. It doesn't have to be messy. I have full control, full power, because again, Scorpio energy is all about power. It's ruled by Mars, that masculine energy. So I have the power to declutter. I have the power to throw things away. I have the power to bring new things in. But before I bring new things in, I have to release, I have to declutter. I have to get rid of it, right? Okay. So, in order for me to be clear headed, to where I can receive the new energy, I can receive the new love. Because as long as this negative mindset is here, I'm not getting anything done. Okay, I can't even fold the laundry. All right, let's worry about folding the laundry first before you worry about buying some new clothes. How about that? Okay, let's get rid of the old stuff. Let's get rid of the stuff you don't even care about before you start focusing your energy on the things you do care about. Because whether you want to do it or not, it's still in your mind. Whether you like the person or not, they're still in your mind. Okay, this negative energy is still there. Whether you piss them off or they pissed you off, whatever, the energy is still looming. So, how are we going to deal with this? How are we going to deal with this dirty laundry? Okay, wash it, clean it, fold it, iron it, plan the outfits. So, when it's time for you to get dressed, you have the outfits, you have the structure ready to go. Now you take away that time for you to get in that, oh my God, what am I going to wear? Oh my God, now I have nothing to wear. I need to go shopping. Why don't I ever go shopping? Oh, because I need more money. Well, yeah, I need to. All that negative self talk, that's not serving me. Look, closet, I ain't asked for all that shit. I ain't asked for all that stress. Just give me the outfit and the shoes so I can go, please. I didn't ask for all that stress and that reminder about how I need to go shopping more and how I need to. No. I didn't come for all of that. I didn't ask for all of that, okay? Let the negative mindset go. What's something that you continue to remind yourself that you need to do, but you just hadn't done it? It's halfway through the year. Option A is not doing it. Option B is now doing it. Pull the trigger, do it. Release the mindset that you're not ready. Yes, you are. And hell, you're as ready as you're gonna be. Shit, how long have you been telling yourself you're not ready? What's the finish line? Like, what's gonna be the reminder of, okay, I think you've waited long enough. Now it's time to act. Let this be the sign. Let this be the reminder you need to go, to act, to move, okay? It's time to release the negativity. It's time to release the negative energy. It's time to release the negative memories, okay? Scorpio energy is stuck on the past. Let go of being stuck on the past. Let go of being stuck on what I'm supposed to be doing again. What I'm supposed to be doing again? Make a plan. Get the planner, okay? Get clear on what you need to do. Clear the space. Release things. Move things around. Feng shui. Maybe you need to practice some feng shui, okay? Get the feng shui, okay? Move some things around. And the dings go off. Move some things around, okay? Release the negative energy. The next card, again, another repeat card. A win-win outcome is forecast, okay? Full moon in Libra. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra occurs in Aries season, which is fire. Libra energy, we know, it's the scales. It's about balance, relationships, okay? Harmony, love. Venus, Libra is ruled by Venus, like Taurus, okay? So we have the back-to-back months, the back-to-back signs, the back-to-back energies, okay? So a win-win outcome is forecast. What this says to me, because like when I do the 3 card pop out, I kind of see it as past, present, future energy. So I feel like it's time to let go of the negativity. It's like in the past, you've needed to do this. So maybe in the recent past, you've found yourself releasing the negativity in different ways, whether it's decluttering, cleaning your room, having those uncomfortable conversations, ending something, quitting a job, quitting a relationship, okay? Just finally putting that nail in the coffin type of energy. So I feel like this card is just a reminder that it's a win-win for everybody involved. Like, don't feel like, oh, I'm looking at my tips. Oh, I need to give you more water. I like what it's saying to me. I feel like this is literally, it's a win-win. Like, whatever you have to do for you is going to benefit the people around you as well. Don't feel like you choosing your heart or you choosing your needs is going to be a direct betrayal to someone else. Of course, know your intentions, know what you're doing. Um, but if there is this energy of, oh my God, I don't want to quit this job because then I'm going to be abandoning them. Well, let's consider why you want to quit that job, okay? Why do you want to quit that job? Oh, it's not giving me enough money. I don't like it. It's not fitting into my schedule. I've grown out of it. My energy is too big for the room. Okay? Why do you want to quit? All of those reasons, one or some of those reasons, okay? So because you have all these thoughts and feelings, okay? Because you have Sorry, phone started ringing. So because you have these thoughts and feelings of wanting to quit, let's consider how long you've had these thoughts and feelings. Did it just come overnight? Or have you been looming over it for a week, a month, a couple of months, hell, a year? Okay. Have you been betraying your needs and wants that long? Denying your instinct, okay? Telling yourself, oh, I need to quit. I'll be so glad when I quit. Writing up your resignation letter, writing up the email but not sending it, typing up the text but not sending it, looking at their phone number to call them and tell them, to FaceTime them, to Zoom them, but then just don't go through with it. How long have you had that energy? And then still take yourself to that job, to that place of employment with that pay that's not enough, that's not satisfactory, with the energy that's not satisfactory. Do you really believe you're doing your best? Do you really believe you're putting your best foot forward when you have all these thoughts, all this behind the scenes energy of, I don't even want to be here? All these self-conscious, these subconscious thoughts of, oh my God, I'll be so glad when I'm doing bigger, better things. Consider if you're really giving your best, because if you're not giving that current employer your best, if the job you have right now, the work you're doing, if you're not giving your best, why are you doing it? Why are you there? You're not doing them any favors. You're taking up a spot that they can have someone else in that's going to appreciate that job. Okay? That's going to appreciate the opportunity being given. Maybe when you first started there, it was an opportunity, but now it's not an opportunity anymore. Now it just kind of feels like a nuisance. It just feels like I'm just here. I'm just here. I'm just passing the time. Why would you want to just pass your time? Why would you want to just waste your life? We're halfway through this year. How has 2021 made you feel thus far? Are you proud of your choices? Okay. Have you stayed in things for too long? Because that's also Libra energy too. Holding on for too long because you don't want to be alone. Holding on for too long because you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. You don't want to let somebody down. You don't want to come off as unloyal, disloyal, right? You want to make them happy too. No. What's going to make the other person happy is you being truthful and honest, Libra energy. Stop telling people what they want to hear. Stop telling people that you love working there when you don't. Okay? Now, of course, time and place, and be tactful with your words and things, but Libra is about truth. Libra is about living your truth and living from the heart, okay? Yes, you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Yes, you don't want to put people in a bind. You don't want to disappoint people. You want to come off as perfect. You want people to like you. I get that. But what about the respect? Yes, we want to be liked, but what about the respect, you know? Do you want to be liked or do you want to be respected? Consider that. Because liked is, oh, yeah, 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 just telling somebody what they want to hear so they're not mad at you. How old are you again? You don't want people to be mad at you. If someone decides they're going to get mad at you, then they need to decide how they're not going to be mad at you anymore because they gave themselves that feeling, right? They decided to be offended, right? So if you know your intention wasn't to offend, but they took offense, how is that in your power? How is that in your control, right? Now, if your intention was to be rude and disrespectful, then there, eat it. But when it comes to choosing your needs, your heart, right? Because remember, Libra is ruled by Venus, like Taurus. And Venus is all about love, money, romance, relationships, the things you value. Venus is value. So if you feel like you're in a situation where you're not being valued, right? The scales are imbalanced, right? Maybe you feel like you're giving too much of yourself. You feel like there's not enough room for you and you need to balance the scales to say, you know what, I can't spend as much time here. I can't spend as much time on your dreams and your goals and ignoring mine. I just can't. I need more time for me. Okay. So just because you need to do what's best for you doesn't necessarily mean you're being disloyal to someone else or that you're sabotaging someone else. Okay. If I'm your employer and you're coming in dragging ass, you're not giving me your best, we have to keep having these meetings of what's going on, you're constantly complaining. Now you're starting to rub off on other people, you're starting to rub off on the clients and the customers and the residents. Okay. I don't need that energy as your employer. I don't need that energy. Go. Please find something that makes you happy because I don't like seeing this depressing side of you because I know that's not you. Okay. I know you're capable of so much more. You're blessed if you have a manager, a boss, a mentor that's telling you straight up that you need to be doing something else, where they're telling you straight up, despite it may be a loss to them, they may have to hire someone new, they may have to restructure the department, the organization, they may have to find someone else to fill your shoes, they may have to step in and do a little overtime in the meantime until they find someone, whatever. But if you have a coach, a mentor, a boss, someone that's telling you straight up you deserve more, that is a blessing. Listen to them. They're speaking from love. They're speaking from concern for you, okay? And they're giving you the out. God will send us boats. We have to listen. We have to stop being so damn nice and people pleasy and recognize when the boat is coming to us, okay? Trust that it's going to work out for your highest good. And in trusting that it's going to work out for your highest good, also trust and affirm that it's going to work out for the highest good for those in interacting with you, right? The energies that surround you. Remember, because when we pray for us, we want to pray for the energies around us, right? We want to pray for the energies that we're going to encounter. I don't want to encounter bad energies. I don't want to encounter poor energies. So I'm praying in advance for the energies that I'm going to have to deal with, okay? Come correct with me. Trust that you stepping into your truth, that trust that in you being a little selfish, like maybe the scales were tilted this way and you need to make some changes where it's going to tilt the other way for a little bit in order for there to be some recalibration, right? In order for there to be some stability. Maybe you need to speak your truth, and maybe by you speaking your truth, okay, by you saying the hurtful things, by you getting straight to the point, get straight to the nitty gritty, going back to the past, getting back to that trauma, going back to the pit of, "Oh, I really don't want to be here. Oh, I really don't want this relationship." Like that purge energy, right? That Scorpio energy is like purgy energy too, right? So if you're in that energy of like, just like barfing your truth, the other person may be so relieved and say, oh my God, I'm so glad you said something. I was feeling the same way. Damn, I was wondering when you was going to say something. Whoo, I'm so happy that you feel like that, because I agree. I feel the same way. You just, oh, it's 11:11, you guys. You just never know the relief that can come for you just stepping in your truth, for you just saying how you feel. Everything is working for your highest good. Everything is working for your highest good. Everything is working for my highest good. The third and final card is a new card for us, okay? The supermoon card. Emotions are running high, okay? So, the imagery on this card is just a big ass moon, okay? It's taking up more moon space compared to the other cards, because with the other cards we see that we have the black border around, but with the supermoon card, excuse me, it's taking up more space as the moon, okay? So with supermoons, it's basically a full moon, but it's just bigger. It's expanded. So the only message here is that emotions are running high. So maybe by you speaking your truth, maybe by you going back to the matter of fact, going back to the big picture, right? By you stepping into your truth, speaking your truth, stepping into your power, now your life is about to get bigger. Now your life is about to expand, okay? Those visions you had for the full moon in Sagittarius, maybe they're coming full circle now, okay? Because also remember, we're about to move into the fiery energy, the fire element of Leo, okay? And Leo season is very, wow, okay? Here we go. Shaking. Leo energy is alpha male energy, it's royal energy, okay? Wow, I am like literally shaking just in this hand too. But Leo energy is royal, it's big, it's your majesty energy, right? So I feel like as you step into your power, as you allow yourself to feel your feelings, because even though Scorpio is powerful, it's still a water sign, okay? Even though it's ruled by Mars, it's still a water sign, okay? So, like they said, Scorpios are cancers in leather jackets. Not my words. Scorpios are cancers in leather jackets, okay? Um, But as you have the power and strength to deal with your darkness, to deal with the negative mindset you've allowed to percolate in your life, stepping into your truth, choosing you for a change. And by choosing you, the other person will have no choice but to recalibrate and to get in line and just find harmony in your world, find harmony in your space, okay? Instead of you always trying to seek them out, always trying to make the effort to rekindle with them, let them come see you for a change, okay? And just trusting that it's going to work out for both of you, trusting that it's going to be a win-win for both of y'all, okay? And all of that power, all of that energy is going to allow this supermoon energy to come through for you. Emotions are running high. And that could be a good or a bad thing, right? Because if we're excited, emotions are running high, we're charged up, we're excited, we're smiling, we're bonding, we're blah, blah, blah. The energy is here, okay? The dings go off. But emotions could also run high in the negative sense, right? In the shadowy sense, to say, again, fire Leo energy. Again, water, Cancer energy. Passive aggressive. Not speaking your truth, with withholding, and just becoming overwhelmed with emotion, right? Where it just consumes you. Right? Because like I said, the imagery with this card is consuming the card, right? It's not as much dark space compared to the other full moons. There's more light here. There's more enlightenment, okay? There's more of the idea. There's more of the vision here as opposed to the unknown, okay? With the full moon energy, we have all this dark space around the illuminated moons, and I feel that represents the unknown and just trusting the release, because the unknown, the new is coming in, right? But with the super moon, there's more focus on the idea, the vision, okay? The lightness. Focus on the light rather than the dark. Focus on what's above as opposed to what's below, right? Because what's below may be the past, it may be trauma, it may be energy that's just not serving you. So, not saying ignore it, not saying repress it, but process it, deal with it, get it out so that you can focus on what really matters, okay? Emotions are running high, and allow yourself to ascend to your higher self. Allow this enlightenment. You see this light in here? Allow this beam of illumination to come through for you. Okay, looking at this card, you see the different illuminated parts. Okay, it looks like a galaxy to me, but allow your enlightenment to come through. Allow yourself to work through the darkness, feel your feelings, deal with your water, and then strike while the iron is hot, okay? And I guess I'll go ahead and end it there. But it is a new moon in Cancer this week, you guys. So make sure you're celebrating. It is a water season. So deal with water, hydrate yourself, maybe do a water detox, perhaps a juice detox, a liquid cleanse, sweat more, okay? Mom trying to FaceTime me. Sweat more. Um, what else? Sweat more, drink more water. Um, what else? Water your plants, okay? Like I was saying, like my little tips on my money tree is starting to turn brown and things. So I need to make sure I'm giving it more consistent water. And cry, get your tears out, purge, okay? If you need to vomit, whatever, get it out in a healthy way, of course. If you need to have some type of what do you call it, diuretic, you know, just flow with your emotions, okay? Deal with your waters, and just make sure you're taking care of yourself. Release the negativity, it's not serving you, okay? Trust that a win-win outcome is forecast, it's coming up, it's here, okay? And also, you guys, try to stay present. Yes, we have goals. Yes, you want to keep your eye on the prize. Yes, you're looking forward to the future, but also still enjoy the time you're in right now. Speak about the future as if it's right now. I love my new job. Like, if you want to quit, if you don't do want to relocate, if you do want to do something new, I love my new job. I'm so grateful for my new job. Oh my God, I'm making so much more money. I'm doing what I love. I'm actually doing what I love. I'm so grateful for my new job. Like, speak as if it's already here and it's already happening. Wow, I'm so proud I made that leap. Wow, I'm so happy that I stepped into my power. I'm so happy I ignored my fears and gave honor to my voice. Speak in the energy that you want to feel, okay? Practice the reaction. So just thank y'all so much for your love and continued support. I appreciate you. Um, Make sure you're taking care of yourself and doing all the things. Follow me on Instagram at CheChe Babe, CheCheBabe. Also, the My Virgo Friend podcast. Follow me there as well. I'm playing with my left hand on the singing sound bowl. Hey, ambidextrous over here. Let me know how the podcast is helping you. If you know of any people that I should feature as guests on my podcast, please send them my way. Send them my information as well. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your patience in me getting these episodes out. As of right now, I'm still a one-woman show. So just thank you for understanding all of that, and just, yeah, just rocking with me for as long as you have been. I did not do a 1 year podcast episode, and I'm kind of annoyed by that. So since I didn't celebrate my 1 year, I mean, it's never too late, but I may just do something special for like the 50th episode. I don't know. I should have had 50 episodes already. But anyway, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to beat myself up about the time that's gone, right? We're here now. So just thank y'all so much for your love and continued support. If you listen to this episode on audio, remember I do all of my podcast episodes with a visual, and I upload them to my CheChe Babe YouTube channel. If you type in my Virgo Friend podcast, it should pop right on up. And also, if you type in CheChe Babe, CheCheBabe, you should see my podcast pop up on YouTube as well. Again, thank you so much for your love. And I hope you all, damn it, came off the little pillow. It came off the little pillow. Thank you so much for your love and support. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. Say your prayers, say your affirmations, and do your yoga, okay? I love you. Bye.